Hello, Fusion Blaze. All right, and we are back on the Mana Symbol channel with a viewer requested build around deck. This is Young Pyromancers. So we're playing 4 of Young Pyromancer, 3 of Sedgemoor Witch, and Abundant Harvest. That was the sort of stipulation for the build here. So what did I do with that? Well, I did my very best to keep it. Well, the first thing I did with it is I built a Lurrus deck, and every step of the way took me further away from God. So the biggest problem there is you want to play 4 Mishra's Baubles and some other stuff, and all of it doesn't function with Young Pyromancer or Sedgemoor Witch. Even this deck, I waffled nonstop until the absolute last second about Wrenn and Six. This was Life from the Loam all the way up until sort of the last minute, and then I switched it to Wrenn and Six. So I don't. I don't know. I just Wrenn and Six is just such a powerful card, and there are spells in this deck that can easily help us win the game with it. So I don't feel too badly about it. Playing Wrenn and Six rather than the Life from the Loam that would actually synergize with Pyromancer and Sedgemoor Witch. The rest of the deck is a sort of very scrappy Jund deck. We got some Raven's Crimes and Fatal Push, Lightning Bolts, and Inquisition Thoughtseize. So hopefully we're just going to attrition our opponent in the early game a little bit, throw down a Pyromancer or a Sedgemoor Witch, and be able to close out the game with removal and all sorts of this sort of fair-ish mid-rangey stuff. There are 2 Bloodbraid Elves on the top. I think if I started with a Jund deck and stripped out the bits and pieces that didn't fit the Pyromancer Sedgemoor Witch thing, we might end up here. Abundant Harvest is a very interesting card in general. I just don't really know how well this card fits into Modern. So it's a single green sorcery. Choose land or non-land. Reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a land of the chosen kind. Put that, or a card of the chosen type. Put the card in your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. So it kind of helps you find lands or not lands, depending on what you need. So the best approximation I've heard of this card is it's like a come into play tapped land that later on you can cycle into a non-land. So if it's late in the game, you have enough mana set up. We've got Wrenn and Six in this deck, so that's very much something that could happen. Then you just fire that off at that point. So, I'm making a last second substitution. I think I want a 3rd Wrenn and Six, so I'm taking out one of the Unearths. Just because I feel like with 2 Kolaghan's commands, we kind of have that covered. And I want a 3rd Wrenn and Six to set up the Abundant Harvest, because Abundant Harvest was part of the stipulation with this deck as well. I honestly think that without Abundant Harvest in here, that we would just play Black-Red Pyromancers and probably be happier about it, or even Mardu maybe. I'm not entirely sure, but we science away. Sideboard is respectful of the resurgence of Hardened Scales right now with 3 Collector Ouphes. We've got 4 Cleansing Wildfire just because Tron, etc. tends to be a kind of pain. So I want to make sure I have the cards I need to beat that. Although we do have 2 Assassin's Trophy in the main deck. Veil of Summer, just the go-to. Abrupt Decay and Soul Guide Lantern to just sort of try to cover the angles. I don't have anything in particular for Cascade decks, like the Rhinos especially. I mean, we have Fatal Push in the main deck, plus an extra one in the sideboard, plus Abrupt Decay. These aren't great answers for Rhinos, so the Rhino deck might kick our butt if we find that one. I was considering slamming Chalice of the Void in the sideboard, but I can't do anything with that other than set it on 0. So, I wonder if Harvest could ever cut it in a more Instants and Sorceries Matter type deck. Like Thing in the Ice, Snap, and Harvest. Yeah, I think that's probably the right way to do it. Engineered Explosives. That's a card I should be playing in my sideboard. But I have to rent it, so... if we run into the Rhinos deck, I'm just going to take the L, most likely. If we run into it twice, I'm going to say I'm an idiot for not doing the substitution. it would just derail the rhythm we got going here severely to try to yeah, Void Mirror stops Rhinos, but I don't think Void Mirror is that good of a card in general. I haven't played with it yet, but I'm not hopeful. It does at least not non-bow us, so maybe Void Mirror would have been a good get here. It would mean that I don't have to board Cleansing Wildfire against E-Tron or Greentron, because in theory, Void Mirror slows them down by a correspondingly large amount. Greentron, not so much. E-Tron, it can totally lock them out, depending on the way the game is and the way their deck is constructed. So Void Mirror would be an interesting way to straddle some of the matchups that I am interested in having sideboard cards for. I'm not sure. Not sure. I do know some night soon I'm going to do a double feature of Enchantress Prison and Lantern Prison. So stay tuned, people who like 3-hour plus leagues and self-flagellation. Well spotted, Phoenix. You are not wrong. It certainly does stop Torrential Gearhulk. The long queue times continue. Well, no, that's just a pair of matchups. Living End and the Teamer Cascade Rhino deck. That's a pair of decks that I think are very strong and very popular right now. So I theoretically should have sideboard cards for it. All right. On the draw, I'll keep this. I got 2 shots at a land. Uh-oh. So I'm going to go black-green in case I draw an Abundant Harvest. Obviously, I want... Oop, I was supposed to Inquisition there. I wanted red or green in order to be able to... Uh-oh. Yeah, this is a real problem that I missequenced my... I mean, it's not a real problem. It is a mistake that I missequenced my discard spells here. But this is fine because we'll just let them play the Kavu. Territorial Kavu. And, well, there was a mono red prison deck that did well. So maybe I'll just do all that on Friday, Phoenix. Land, please. Thank you. And I even, since I have my land drop this turn, we'll just play this land, push that, and then play Wrenn and Six next turn. Plus Inquisition, we might as well. Hey, Blitz. Ohio. I actually don't know what Concha. I don't know what that means, but I assume it means hi. Found a 3-drop. Yeah, I enjoy Red Prison as well. I don't think Red Prison is as hurt by the loss of Simian Spirit Guide as... Are they trying to figure out how to... Okay. I don't think Red Prison is as hurt by the loss of Simian Spirit Guide as some other decks. Cobbit. Okay. That lad is large. So Wrenn and Six is just going to be a bad... Yeah. I could fetch Shock here, but I don't really want to. I mean, maybe they'll just attack me. Maybe they smell blood. We'll see. It's a big Goyf. Discard Stomping Ground. They did attack me. Okay, that is good news. Shardless Agent. Into... Oh my god. Jesus. Well, we can go Pyromancer plus 2 blockers. Hopefully that is worth something. Or Sedgemoor plus a blocker that gives me life back. So I have a Foothill, so let's get black mana and then fetch up a mountain. I'm not playing Bloodbraid this turn. Huh. All right. We might make it. They gotta top deck something good. Come on, Pyromancer. Hold together, dude. Keep it tight. Jeez. What a top deck. So... We're not dead, but that's insane. And I can't kill Cyana Draco with any removal spell in my deck. Jesus. Oh, no. I have Assassin's Trophies. Clearly should have played the Dread boards and or Terminates that I was thinking of. Well... K-Command Shatter? Oh, you're right. I mean, I'm taking 1,000,000 damage this turn. But, alright. That's rough, buddy. So... I think I'm just supposed to go to 1 here. Yeah. This is the way. Yay, I'm at 1. Nope. Too much clunk somehow. I mean, technically I'm alive, but I mean, what kind of life is this? Okay, so discard, shatter. Pass the turn. I mean, the thing is, they have a double loot here if they want it. They can also exile my Cling to Dust. Like, I don't know. This is just stupid. They hit triple Tarmogoyf in their very aggressive deck. Discards a mountain. Yay, more threats. Oh my god. Ridiculous. Alright. Now we're dead. Thank goodness. Jund's deck falls to 5-color zoo. What a time to be alive. Jund losing games. Stop the presses. All right. We'll grab these things. Is Cleansing Wildfire good? Maybe it is. So Thoughtseize is out. Raven's Crime's out. Cleansing Wildfire might be insane, right? Wildfire seems meh. I'm playing the Wildfires. Playing the Wildfires and y'all can't stop me. We also have Assassin's Trophy, so it's not... Wildfire isn't just Wildfire. Not that I necessarily want to use the trophies on their lands, but it's a non-terrible option. Since I brought my curve down, I could take out one harvest probably. You okay there, Magic Online? I mean, I know you're not, but one lander again. Not this time. Seriously? Come on. Why? I don't want to go to 5. They got to keep their 7? Well, this isn't like Jund. I'm playing 21 lands, which is almost definitely wrong. I just assumed that I would draw the card Abundant Harvest at some point, but like... You can keep your 7 if you believe hard enough. I guess so. Hmm. I don't want to. I have turn 1 removal. It's so good. Fine. Doesn't have a fetch land. Like, it'll be fine, probably. Or not! Just get the Jund Triumph to have perfect mana. Yeah, that's definitely the A+ move. I mean, so the thing is, if they have one of their hierarchs, and I don't know if they're on the hierarch build, it seems like they're on the hierarch less build. I believe that is one of the things that this deck will do. There are some builds that just straight up don't play hierarch. So this is the version that wants to go Triumph Shockland every game. Yeah. Black red. Oh my. Wow. Yeah. Definitely not playing Hierarch. But not playing bolts this game? Strange. So we nuke the Triumph. Nice colors, opponent. Nice colors. I like what you've done with the place. So I'm assuming they can get up to 4 here. But probably not 5. Yeah. Sure. Hey, how's it going, Arcade 99? So I think we go tapped, play Pyromancer past the turn. So like a little unfortunate, but at least at the moment their clock is not super good. I'm assuming they're gonna hit Bloodbraid or Shardless Agent or something crazy here, but Bolt, do it. Oh, Morphos. Morphos number 2. Sorry, what? You jerk. Oh my god. That's a tilt. Well, at least they pinged. Oh. Never mind. Helix. Oh. Huh. Well, my KCOM was going to be really good there. But, Blitz, you're not supposed to use that emote against me. That's our emote. I mean, I can kill the Wrenn and Six, but the freaking Mantis Rider is just walling me here. There's nothing I can do about it. If I could draw Sedgemoor Witch, it would be good, but can't get that going on. You don't see my name on it. What? It's true. Damn you. Oh my god. The second chalice is like not really a big deal, but it is a pain. I think I'm supposed to go shock, pick up my Pyromancer. Because I'm not getting through 2 chalices. We're just going to have to eat our losses on that. This turn I can play Pyromancer into Inquisition. Just get 2 tokens out of it. So it's not too bad. Man, they are hitting a lot of lands. Which means they could play Draco. Scion thereof. Sorry, what? Are you crazy? Okay, they're crazy. Well, that sucks. What a stupid draw. What an incredibly stupid draw. I don't think we can win this game anymore. I'm done. I don't care. I have 1 more KCOM. That's the only spell I think I can play in my entire deck at this point. It's ridiculous. What a stupid game. The Cleansing Wildfire seemed pretty good, but their build is weird. I think it's supposed to beat up on like a lot of the other aggro decks while also being an aggro deck. No, 0 CMC things are not the only thing we're worried about, Roy. It's the 2 Cascade decks. It's Living End and the Rhinos deck. But I mean, Ratchet Bomb and EE are both fine in general because they also both help deal with the Urza Saga deck. So that again, like creating an optimized sideboard for this deck was something I just wasn't interested in when I spent so much time just trying to figure out what I want to do with my main deck. I was just like, this stuff, whatever we run into will be fine or not, and then I will comment on that later. So for example, in that matchup, I had an okay sideboard, but it wasn't particularly good. The fact that our main deck actually got beat in game one was like kind of a pain in the ass. Like I didn't draw any bolts, or I don't know, it just didn't work out particularly well. EE's awkward in a tap out deck with low land count, hence your Ratchet Bomb suggestion. Well, EE on 0 isn't, right? You play your EE for 0 and then you pop it for 2. It's exactly the same CMC as Ratchet Bomb killing 0 CMC things. You need to hold up 2 mana. I see what you mean. Ratchet Bomb.
That's so ratchet.
I assume that's what you wanted, Phoenix. Of course I have that. It's one of my favorite songs ever. The statement of a generation. Hey, remember how we couldn't draw lands before? We fixed it. Thank God. I was really hoping when I kept the 4-land hand that I wouldn't immediately top deck more lands. That was not to be the case. So I'm going to snap off this cling here. Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll see, Phoenix. Oh, we're working on it. Jeez. That's, yeah, the trend of success continues here. Because the opponent's light on lands, I would also have guessed that, yes. Path? Wow. Okay, well, say hello to turn 3 Bloodbraid Elf. I wonder if they have a plan. Like if they're tapping out for moderation here. Or to Fairy. Or Stoneforge Mystic. Have you ever blew up 13 things at once before Lamau? What do you mean, you mad? I mean, I've cast the card Obliterate in Modern, so the answer is yes. But what do you mean? Found a Pyromancer. Okay. Works for me. They went and got Kaldra complete, though? Oh, fudge. I mean, I do have trophies and such. Wait, that doesn't... What is the text on Kaldra? Is it indestructible, or is it just the creature? Thank you. Yeah, it's indestructible. And the creature's indestructible. And I can't draw anything but lands. Thank you for that, Phoenix. I'm glad you commented on... Obviously, I don't mean that. Obviously, it has nothing to do with you. Well, that's a shame. Just passing along your luck. Well, I thank you for that. It's incredibly helpful. I mean, I can't do anything with this K command for the moment. It's not worth attacking this turn, but it might be worth attacking next turn. I think this is the Oops All Free Spells Stoneforge deck that I saw in the 5-0 dump. Sorry, what card did you play, you mad? Put 1 Back to Nature in your board and just destroyed the enchantments deck. Yeah. That would do it. I mean, Fracturing Gust, I feel like, is probably an okay card right now. Yeah, we actually can't kill the token. We don't even have any edict effects that I know of. Yeah. That's why I wanted the card text right at the beginning. Because I was like, I know the token's indestructible because I know Kaldra does that. The sword, helm, and shield of Kaldra do that. But does the shield make the sword and the helm indestructible? I think it does. No, that's... Yeah, it does. Yeah. So that's wonderfully flavorful. They missed an attack last turn. I don't know what they were concerned about. But I do know... Oh, it taps to attack. Right. It does not have vigilance. Right. Okay. Maybe we have a chance. So... target player discards and 2 damage. Now, if this is the deck I think that it is, it's probably going to eat something. They're also probably playing Solitude and or Subtlety. They can't force a negation right now, though. Yeah, that's exactly what we're doing, Phoenix. Path my Pyromancer in response. Deal. Good thing I have one more. Discard a card, you. Do it. Do it now. Stoneforge, gone. And they discarded to Fairy 5. Okay, this is not... I don't think this is the deck that I think it is. Or maybe it is. Could be. Really? Yeah? This is, that's what we're doing, huh? Alright. Alright, I see how it is. Yeah. So, put them to 9. They put me to 5. Put them to 4. They put me to dead. So, eating their Stoneforge is the best thing to do, and the best time to do it is on their turn. Okay. How many lands are left in the deck? 8. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 7? 7. Crap, they hit their next land. This could be a problem. Yeah, this is almost definitely going to be a problem. Also, I don't have another mana up, so this could also just eat a mana leak. Oh, what am I talking about? This could be counterspell. At least I won't feel so bad about it. Oh. Maybe they don't understand how that changes the rules of engagement here. Haha! Assassin's Trophy! Excellent. Everything's falling into place. More removal, huh? Oh my god. No! Alright, we're done here. Can't keep up with that. We were close. We were close. We just drew literally nothing all game. I could have had multiple bolts, pushes, anything. There's no intervening if clause, Roy. But if the thing isn't destroyed, I don't think they get to search. There may or may not be some kind of weird ruling on that. I'm not 100% sure. I remember there being some kind of strange ruling. They should get a search. Why wouldn't they? I don't remember, man. I just remember that if there's a replacement effect that I'm trying to think of if there's a replacement effect that Maybe it's not Assassin's Trophy. I can't remember. There is a card that destroys something and they get something for it, but if it's not destroyed, then they don't get the thing. And I'm trying to remember what it is. So they didn't play any counter magic that game, did they? I don't think that they did. The removal was all white. We don't have any edict effects. No, I didn't plan for Caldra Complete. I guess I could bring in the Abrupt Decays to try to deal with the Stoneforge early. I'm playing 4 Lightning Bolts, 2 Fatal Pushes, 2 Assassin's Trophies, and 2 Kolaghan's Command. And we just didn't. All we did is draw lands, right? Where I could have just killed the Stoneforge so they couldn't get the Cauldron Complete in and win the game like that. Thanks for the follow there, Reaper B. Reaper B12. I mean, the only Edict effect these decks usually play is Liliana. I didn't want to play Liliana. Oh, yeah, that's no problem, Roy. Yeah. So this hand is similar to the last one, but it just doesn't have a threat at all. It's got a Peatland. That's not good enough, is it? That's not good enough. 1 discard spell. Maybe it is. Like, I've got the Unearth the cycle. Feels like Jeff's first league today. What did he play in the first one? I saw him play Kiki Chord, but I don't assume that that was the first one. Well, they're playing Doomscar. That's crazy. I guess I'm taking their counterspell. Maybe I'll draw into Wrenn and Six. Blue-red as foretold. Neat. Blue-red as foretold. Blue-red as foretold? Didn't win a match. I mean, that's how it goes sometimes. Nothing to feel bad about. The last time I played Black-red Pyromancers... No, you didn't. Oh, it's just foretelling the Doomscar. The last time I played Black-red Pyromancers, we went 4-0 into 4-1, and we very much did not deserve to. There was nothing about that deck that was anywhere near that good. Nothing. It just... Okay, that's the draw. Oh, except I left them with the path. Well, crap. Yeah, I wasn't... I guess they wouldn't have tapped out if I... Yeah, all right, so we'll eat through their path. But unfortunately, it blanks my Kolaghan's command. I guess they could just play the Doomscar if they play their 3rd land. They probably won't, though. Them having the Doomscar in exile from now on, though, is like, I can't do anything about it. I'm a discard-based deck, and they played the 1 card that actually kind of dodges it. All right. For whatever reason, they've given me a chance to do a bunch of damage here. So I'm going to do at least a sum of it. Just not even committing anything to this, huh? Eh. I'll show you. Uh-huh. Aha! We've created one pest. My drought with Sedgemoor Witch is over. The streak has been broken. The prophecy is complete. I know. We'd already created infinite more pest tokens than the previous time, and now it's 2 infinities. Crap. Although they're unlikely to bounce a pest. Yeah, they didn't. I'm just gonna try to kill them, to be perfectly honest. I don't see a lot of value in trying to mess with the Teferi. Obviously, this means they'll have instant speed Doomscar in the future, but like, what am I supposed to do about that? I just need to draw Kroxa or some such. Oh, I have a Peatland. We probably should sack that. Ha! You rang. Yes, I did, sir. Thanks for showing up. All right. Discard your card. Aha, their Field of Ruin won't be able to stop me from getting him back. Do you think all of Kroxa's voices are in sync? What makes you think that the other ones speak? So I guess the answer to that question is no. Vanity Mouths. Kroxa's a one giant horror thing barbershop quartet. Well, that was unexpected. Yeah, I guess I should have attacked first, huh? Okay. I attempted to Roy them, Roy. Did I do you proud? I hope so. But I know they still have the Doomscar, so this is kind of futile. Jeez. Of course they drew another counterspell by now. Okay, we're in huge trouble. Okay. Lightning bolt off the top, please. Only drawn one, so. There's the one, Roy. Proud mentor. That's you. They got Cauldron Complete again? Wild. It's their only card in hand, so I can have them discard it. That's pretty funny. Oh, and then hit them for one. I will definitely be doing that. Well, I will definitely be doing that. Pyromancer. Shock discard. think this turn I actually want to poke the Teferi with this best. Just because I don't want them to downtick to draw a card. It's kind of sucky, but that's fine. I guess, no, this is worth it. And then I can go all in with all of my creatures against them. And if... Well, they still have the Doomscar. Yeah. So they can attack if they want to. We'll see. Wow. Good draw. Okay, well that sucks. I need to draw a fetch or a spell. What's that, Sir Karsten? The fetch means I get Kroxa. Means I can put them to 1, which is not the perfect, but it's something. Unless they Doomscar before combat happens. They just don't want to take any damage at all. Oop. Alright. I guess I'll put them to 1. I mean... The lessons? Are there lessons? Or do you mean something that isn't the magic card type lesson? Scar me, baby. Scar me deep. Oh. They can't fetch. There is a lesson that makes pests. Yeah, that could be the confusion. Definitely. But they can't fetch anymore. Pretty good. They should attack for 2 here. They bounced my pest? What? Okay. Oh, yeah. So we just made the pets with Sedgemoor Witch. But if you've ever watched my channel before, I wouldn't fault you for not knowing that that card could do that. Okay. Wait. But, okay, then they have, okay, I see. Well, it's not too bad. Burn spell. Burn spell. Burn spell. That's a burn spell. Mo. How do you like me? How do you like me? Mo. Discards. Counterspell. Perfect. And poke. You know what's better at ending games than Life from the Loam? Wrenn and Six. Pew! Oh my god. Roy. Bottle a gallon of rat milk. Jesus. Wait a minute. You promised me cat or better. I get to do my Mayor Quimby in the next in the mono red in the mono red song that I'm recording this week. Now wait just a minute. We're twice as smart as Saffron Olive. You just tell us the deck is competitive and we'll buy it. I'm finally going to cast Abundant Harvest. This is exciting. It's a keep. The joke, Larynx, is meant to be, I think there is a prevailing attitude of a lot of people who are not particularly good at Magic, that Saffron Olive is not good at what he does, or not good at Magic. And the point is, while disparaging someone else, the person is showing how they are not being smart. Keck W. Right, exactly. Well, and he's not the best Magic player ever, but I think he's a lot better than he seems like he is, because he just, like, the level of jank he's committed to sometimes is just, it's very difficult to become better at playing the game at like a high level when what you're doing all the time is not that. Right, and that, again, that's the point. All right, so I can growth for harvest, or sorry, harvest for a land. No, harvest for a land to try to find a fetch, and then play Wrenn and Six. There we go. I don't know if we'll do it right away, Larynx, because I think I want more mana in play than what I have at the moment. But yes, that is definitely something we're gonna do. The first draft of your version of Prison Draft Up, is that green-white Enchantress Prison? What are we talking? What know you of Prison, X Phoenix 22? What know you of Prison? Okay. Calendar complete. Calendar complete. They do have a Batterskull in their deck. Kel Surprise. I don't know what I expected. Apparently not a Batterskull. Well, I may not have to kill his Stoneforge anymore. Holy crap. What is this hand? Alright. So what am I playing this turn? Thoughtseize Bolt. So see what they've got. If they have Batterskull and Kaldra, I'm taking the... Holy crap. So I'm taking the Batterskull and killing the Stoneforge. Wow, that hand is really good. Although I think mine beats it no problem. So take the Batterskull. Kill the Stoneforge. And then we tick up to pick up the... pick up the Nurturing Peatland. Tick up to pick up the Nurturing Peatland. Tick up the pick up too. Deck just wants to kill everything. Are we playing burn? I mean, this is so the Pyromancer decks as a group. This is yeah. All right. Okay. Guess that's how today is going. I mean, I guess they're having a lot of mana problems. So that's I got that going for me, which is nice. Wrenn and Six. Wrenn and Six. Fatal Push. Very much not a Wrenn and Six. Okay. Okay. Top decks on top decks on top decks on top decks. Yeah, dog. What? No, 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 because you have a spell queller and I what the hell? I mean, at least I get to kill it, but like, Jesus, rude. Wrenn and Six? Okay. 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 They drew a force the negation, force the negation. Okay. Jesus. That was a hell of a sequence that they had the last couple turns. Good lord. So I'm gonna try to keep 4 mana up from now on, just to fizzle Snapcaster, especially on Celestial Purge this turn. They might try to go for it, chase off the top. don't tempt them. Don't tempt them with a good time. Oh, they're gonna upkeep it? That's fair. No, you can't do it that way. Good opponent. No, you can't do it that way. Tap the island and a field of ruin. No? Okay, I guess. Okay. Non-land. Oh, yeah. So my friend once won a match as Affinity by burning his opponent from 13 to 3 with from 13 with 3 Galv Blasts and an unblocked Memnite. I mean, yeah, that's why you play aggro decks. I mean, that is one of the benefits of being a person who plays an aggro deck. Aggro decks occasionally do exactly that thing. So I know their whole hand right now, or at least 1 card off. Yeah. Targets the Purge. Cling it. I have a mountain. The only mountain. All right, the mountain is in my hand, so let's fetch the other swamp first. Yeah, Memnite's not. Well, Memnite's not free in that it costs a card, which is, you know, not insignificant. I guess I can do this way. So cling, target Purge, harvest, Thoughtseize, Unearth, harvest, Bloodstained Mire. Okay. Yoink. Nice 2-for-1 opponent. Nice 2-for-1. And I could still play Spell Queller. Field me. I can only get a forest right now, but since they're tapped down. Meme Knight is a prophet. Well, I've seen that there's affinity decks floating around right now. I don't know how actually good they are, but they find Teferi 5? Or is this another Teferi 3? Okay, that's fine. But they're going to down tick it again, right? Nope, not this time. All right, fine by me. So they have Counterspell and Spell Queller here. So I think I'm feeding 2 Sedgemoor Witches in to get 1 resolved. And then they have Path. Path is not going to give me a land. But that's probably okay. So what we'll do... I'd rather have Pests. I think I'm going to end up using basically all my mana this turn. So... Jeez, clock. Play Pyromancer. It's counterspelled. Play Sedgemoor Witch. Play Bolt. What? Okay. Okay. So they find another Wrath? I know the cards in their hand. I'm just not playing around them having another Wrath. Or having a Wrath. And like... I feel like I'm in a pretty good spot here. We'll see. If they have a Wrath and they tap out for that, like, we're still okay. I have Cling to Dust to keep going up on cards. Sure. Path. Oh, Giver. Sure. There's the Path. Yeah. Now pay 3 life? Okay. Take the free shuffle. Good draw. Get out of the way, little girl. What are you doing, stepmom? Oh, she's falling off a Thopter. Okay. Got it. So what do they got? Still have the Spell Queller, right? They have Queller and Cauldron Complete, I think is their whole hand. Yeah. Sure. You want to block my Pyromancer? What do you want to block? Don't you wish that evil on me, Roybert? Don't you wish that evil on me? I hope you play a game right as soon as you get back to Magic and you play your favorite cards like Phyrexian Crusader and you get Terminus. And you'll know how I feel. All right. Oop, oh. Okay, good. Black. Black. Red. Red. Kroxa gonna make you dead. Hello. Smash! Hello, PK you all. We're doing the stuff. We have successfully made pests and most likely successfully made my opponent dead. Draws an opt. It's not over yet. They can find their Doom Scar. Doom Scar. But then we just get back Kroxa. Yeah, they're sticking in it though. They're ready to fight it out. Nice. path? Yikes. All right. Horde of tokens doing good work. News at 11. Oh yeah. Yeah, we definitely should draw step command them. Missed too many land drops at the beginning, I think, says opponent. I didn't even see what their last card was. No. All right. We got a match win against blue-white Stoneblade, but not like a good version of blue-white Stoneblade. How do you just tap the land for any color? Well, okay, so yeah. So PKU all for life. There is a thing you can use to speed up your play, which is holding down the W key. So if you hold down the W key and you click on, specifically lands are the easiest thing, then what happens is it uses the very first ability listed. And on dual lands, that's always going to be the color you see on the left. So in the case of Blood Crypt, it's black on the left and red on the right. So if you want black mana, you can just hold down the W key and click on it. If you need red mana, you have to slot over. And what you have to do is train yourself as you're playing to speedily switch between, like, okay, I need these colors from these lands, so I hold W and click this, this, and this, and you get it. It's really funny because certain color combinations are more awkward than others. So with Grixis, you can't hold W to get red off of any of your lands. They will always tap for blue or black. Red, there's a pattern to it, which is based on the color wheel. So what it is no, it's not Wooburg order. For this, it's not Wooburg order. So the way it works is that white is the middle line, and things left of white will be placed to the left of white, and things right of white will be placed to the right of white. So the lands are white, blue, and white, black, but they're green, white, and red, white. And the pattern to it is, it's just kind of funky. Yeah. So like you just have to look. Yeah. So yeah, there's a way to work it out. Mark Rosewater described it on a Drive to Work podcast at some point, but I can't remember the exact way it breaks down. I just know that white is sort of the dividing line, and it's the same with the order in which color pips show up on cards by default is the same as the way the colors are done on the lands like that. So like if you have black white cards, it will go white black in color order. If you have black green cards, like it's just, there's a pattern to it. I can get a binder, and it's like I just played enough decks that I know it's always blue red. Blue always comes first. So I think it's red and green are the places where it gets all kind of mixed up. Because you have black, green, white, black, green, white, and then I think it's green, red on that side. So it's blue, red, blue, black. So there's certain colors that show up first more often than other ones do. Okay. All right. Reasonable opener. Abundant Growth just instantly cycles into... That looks correct, Roy. Yeah, that is all correct. Yeah. But am I playing it on turn 1? I don't need to. I don't know what I'm up against. I mean, I'm always going to be playing this. No, I should play this on turn 1 because I'm always going to be going for non-land. I can play Stomping Grounds and then get a Swamp. And then if I draw Wrenn and Six, we just fetch up a mountain or a forest. Non-land. Cool. So they know I have a Lightning Bolt. That's fine. Is Abundant Harvest the new Once Upon a Time? Absolutely not. I don't even know if Abundant Harvest is actually playable. And what I mean by that is, it's obviously not a bad card. The problem is, green decks... What is the right way to say it? I feel like green decks just don't need that effect for the most part, because they usually have so many cards. What you want with it is a deck that has, like... I don't know. I feel like playing it with Snapcaster is probably the best thing you can do with it, but beyond that, I'm just not sold on it. A lot of decks that are built with green want to be using their mana more proactively early. Yeah, and the fact that it's a sorcery is kind of tricky. I feel like there could be some kind of combo deck where it's pretty good, but I'm not sold on like what exactly that looks like. Yeah, if it was an instant, it would be a totally different story, right? Like, there'd be a lot of ways you could use it. As it is, it's just kind of a little bit tricky. It reveals, so if that game 1, yeah. Dreadhorde Arcanist. If I get Blood Moon, I want this down so I can get a forest. Got it. Okay. Yeah. So, like, Anzi D MTG is the only person I've seen play it a lot, and he's playing it in Legacy in decks with Uro, where it does a lot of different things for you. But, yeah, exactly. But that's a very different format from Modern. And that's the thing, is, like, with the way Modern is, with just, like, the... I'm going to call it ships in the night, but it's not really ships in the night right now, but there's a lot of... I don't know, like Juggernaut decks running around that are just smashing all over the place. And it's just really hard to have the space to play that card. This is going to be a problem. The bigger problem is drawing literally no spells or creatures in my 21 land deck. Sure, you have your Bloodbraid Elf. But yeah, so, and then obviously PKU Elf for life. Using the W key is really good when you're tapping for mana off your... Of course they had Pillage. Tapping for mana off your basics. Now I draw a green card. Oh. Okay, well. That ain't not bad. There is a second swamp in my deck, if I can find it. But now I won't be able to play my Wrenn and Six ever. That sucks. They discard Klothys. Good discard. But that really terrifies... Oh, they probably have a second Klothys. Second Pillage? No, second Klothys. Alright, I think we're dead. That was just an unreal draw from them and we didn't have anything. Yeah, we're at 100% dead. That sucked. Killed their turn 1 mana dork, but I didn't have a chance against this. And we didn't draw any of our 6 targeted discard spells. So... I mean, we didn't draw anything. Abundant Growth was for that lightning bolt, and other than that, I drew 2 spells. So I drew a total of 3 spells, and everything else was lands. Abrupt Decay seems good. Oh, I have trophies. I was lying about not having an answer. Just didn't have it there. Operation Raven's Crime. Return to Nature? No. Kling seems medium. Kling's okay against Klothys. I only have 2 of them, so I don't really feel like trimming one. Like, I'd rather trim a single Thoughtseize. You're right, Kling's not great, but like Kling's playable off a single black at least. Back to Nature? Is it the shuffle in? Not for that mana, no. I'm sure there is a white destroy all enchantments thing. There you go. Might be a sorcery. Scryfall is a great engine for that. You can type in search things like search the modern format for cards with destroy all enchantments. Yeah, this hand is fine. Not great, but fine. I think I'm harvesting for a land with Stomping Ground. Patrician's Scorn. That can't be legal though, right? Or maybe it is. Oh, Future Sight. I feel comfortable killing the forest there to get rid of that sprawl. Yep. Feels good. Okay. They have the Blood Moon this turn. It's gonna suck out loud. I suppose the right way to play around that is play the Sedgemoor Witch. But I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to play this Wrenn and Six. It's not going to be good enough, I assume. Do it. Do it! Yay! We don't play Magic again. God. I mean, I do get to play Sedgemoor Witch and have Lightning Bolts. Ugh. Oh no. This is the Charmaw. Crap. Okay. I can't destroy my swamp. And then I just get that back? Alright. I can go Bolt Ping to get this guy down. Alright. Yeah, I thought it'd be Glorybringer too. That is a fine draw. Not a great draw, but fine. It's fine. Get out of my way! Out of my way, I'm a teacher. Red, 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 red. Yay, another one! You guys having fun? I know I am. At least they can't block. It was clearly not. What? I'm not even mad. I'm just sort of impressed. Okay. They got Fury. Oh my god. Brutal. Oh, hey, you can play Kroxa? What? Oh, yeah, if I draw one. Yeah. And they pitched for it now. Fun. Could make a pest in response. Am I supposed to? I mean, they're on 2 cards in hand. Probably not. The Fatal Push can. Yeah. Can kill some of their creatures. Can't play anything. Blood Moon. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I can't play anything. Like, it's possible. I'm not saying it's not possible, but like, Young Pyromancer's not a great card against them. It's fine. But, I mean, they're 14 still. It's too much. I don't know if I'm going to make it. I guess K-Com's a good draw. Is Bloodbraid Elf? Yikes. Well. Another witch would be good? Yeah. K-Com would be another witch. Forest would be great. Nope. Just, but the thing, like the problem here is like I'm just not expecting to draw anything, and like I'm not moving. Yes, it does, but I wouldn't be able to cast a Dryad because I don't have any green because they always have Blood Moon Pillage. No, they didn't have that this game. They just got it down early enough. All right, I'm done. I'm not trying to play through this. I don't care. So probably could play consume Feed the Swarm in the sideboard of this deck if you're worried about Blood Moon. I don't know that you need to be, but you can. I don't know how popular this deck is right now. It's really hard to build a sideboard for Modern right now. You're just gonna run into everything and everything. It's everything in the kitchen sink right now, so I don't feel too bad about that one. No, it doesn't go around the timestamp rule versus Blood Moon. It plays with the timestamp rule. Where if you have a Dryad and there's a Blood Moon, everything is now a mountain, except for your basics. If you have Blood Moon in play and play the Dryad, then all of your lands are all land types. All right, it's a good hand. Oh, neato. All right, we're probably dead. I don't think we're beating Storm with this deck. I don't think so. Yeah, it is impossible to have a great sideboard right now. I mean, Modern already makes that hard in general. It's why the pro players do not care for Domain Zoo. What? Could I interest in everything all the time? Domain Zoo. I don't think I understand. No, I know what the deck Domain Zoo is, but I don't know what the sentence or the statement, could I interest in everything? All the time. Well, it's not even that it's just too open, because there are times where like you can predict what the winner's metagame of Modern's going to be, but you have to make it through the first several rounds of a big tournament with your deck. And it is very possible you just get massacred by someone playing some jank deck that you're just totally not prepared for. Or even there are top tier decks that have like 80-20 matchups against certain jank. So I think we go Thoughtseize and keep up Bolt this turn. Oh. Well, I do have Cling in the deck. I think I want to take Manamorphose here. Then just Bolt their Electromancer when they play it. Sure. Yeah, buys are gone now for GPs. And they don't tend to do Mythic Championships that are modern, except for that one time where they did. I think that was the Hogak one. Yeah, I mean, you still can. I'm just saying, like, but once you get to like round like 6, 7, like the end of day 1, it's likely gonna be like the winner's metagame. Like what you'd expect. Hey, Shauna with that resub. That might be the 50th sub point. Let's see if we rolled over and I get access to that other emote slot. That would be exciting. I was one away. Uh-oh. Barrel. Well, this guy looks like a barrel of laughs. He's not. He's a bastard. Goated bastard. Sadistic, too. Best kind of bastard. Did you miss Enchantress? Nah, not at all. Steez train. Yeah, I always play the decks in order. Oh. They had a second ritual. So now they could play Morphos. And then they have one card to work with. Opt. They have another one card to work with. No, what is happening? What? What? No! What are you doing? That's unreal. Good lord. Oh. Alright. Put Manamorphose and Past in Flames into their graveyard. They go 3, 5, 7. Play Past in Flames. Go down to 3. And we're dead. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. They drew Brawl and a second Ritual on their 2 draw steps. No, we're dead. We're dead. It's deterministic. Unless you were being facetious. Which is entirely possible that you were. Yeah, it says 49 sub points. But it does take it a second. Oh, they did say good luck before that happened. Whew. Thank God. Glad they said good luck. Otherwise, who knows what could have happened there. Okay, so trophy out, push, Unearth, Raven's Crimes, and Are you Wrenn and Six? Last night, Roy. Stochastic? What is the what is the school of stoicism? Stoicism? Is that stoicism? Stochastic. Stochastic? Stochastic? Also, you learned to pronounce Asmorano Mardikadiced into Kuldakar. Nice. Not hard. Anyone reasonably intelligent can do it. Like, it's not really a problem at all. Stochastic means containing a random component. Got it. So you're not necessarily a random thinker, but you're a thinker with random components to your thinking. Your thinking contains elements of randomness. I mean, I'll take one of Manamorphose of Brawl, take the other one next turn. I guess the creature, in theory, was more important to take, because if they drew a second creature, I should have been able to take that. But I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, they didn't. Double Desperate Ritual. So they just have nothing happening right now. But they did the right thing in keeping the land-heavy hand. So, Abundant Growth doing a good job of being enter the battlefield tap land. Anybody who's reasonably fluent in English and who doesn't have a speech impediment. I mean, I think someone with a speech impediment could say a version of it that wouldn't be a problem. And again, and I know... I think people really are being way too much douchey about how difficult it is to pronounce the name. You can just call it Asmora. It's not hard, first of all. And second of all, I think the card does represent something for people who have hard to pronounce names. I mean, it's not a... Like, I don't know. I've met enough people. Like, I grew up in Toronto. It's a very multicultural city. And it's just one of those things that's probably been around their whole life. And it kind of sucks. So, I think having a Magic card... I mean, a lot of Magic names are, like, hard to pronounce. Yeah? Is this how we're doing this? No. Great. Dyslexia is a speech impediment? Yeah, I don't think it's a speech impediment. They will have a hard time reading it, but I mean, it's not like you are pressured to read it quickly. There's no requirement on speed for you to read the name quickly. And again, like you can learn from someone else saying it. That's what I did at first. I looked up someone saying it. Anyway, my point is, I just don't think you need to be a dick about it. Yes, it's hard to pronounce. Yes, it's funny that they put in the longest card name of all time, Elemental, basically into actual factual Magic. But anyway, just my little rant. I think I'll cycle this. Pretty likely to hit another land. Yeah. This means Kroxa comes out next turn and ups the clock. Okay. And the mana burned off. Yeah, exactly. It's a cool card, and they put in a card that's playable. I mean, that's sick. It was Ross, Miriam, and what's his name were doing versus live, and I just thought they were a little bit over the top about it. It's fine to say it's hard to pronounce. It's really, when you start making fun of it with a bunch of random things, it's less palatable to me. But again, the woman, the legend, Asmorano did diced in a Kuldakar. I feel like I missed something. I get off rhythm with it sometimes, and then it's hard for me to get back on it. Asmorano Maradika diced in a Kuldakar. There we go. Is there casting cost and activated ability? No. No, it's not. It's just a static effect on the card that says, if condition, you may cast it for this cost other than the cost in the top right. No, Needle won't work. Needle will not work. I don't have a good descriptor for what it is other than it's like an alternate cost that is triggered. Well, Steez, you don't even have to name the card. That's not required. You don't actually have to name the card specifically. You could say that card with a 31-letter name that is black-red and has null mana cost and is a creature and has this text. You don't even need to be that specific, as I just was. But that what I just said there would be more than enough that any judge would be like, it's Asmorano, Mardika Dyson, and the Kuldakar. We all know what it is. Play ball. Please continue to play your match. If your opponent causes a fuss about it, they could very quickly get themselves on the other side of a warning or USC minor. So. What? So you died? Okay. Yes. I know. I'm just saying if your opponent's like, I'd like to hear the full card name. Yeah. Asmo, Asmor, Asmora, all acceptable. They chose death. Jeez. I mean, you can bring notes, so you can just bring like, you know, it'd be really fun if you're playing the Asmora deck and you bring printout tokens with the full name. So if someone plays Pithing Needle, you're like, yo, I got you. Just put that right on your needle as long as it's in play. Don't worry about it. I got this one. It's on me. Like, I think that would be a sort of fun, classy way to handle that. Like, I have tokens that I made that represent Niv Mizzet Perun's triggers on the stack. And that can cause a lot of very confusing game situations. So I made these tokens so that when you're stacking up the game, you can actually use these tokens to indicate where things are happening. Because Niv Mizzet Perun has 2 triggers, and the way they start going on the stack can be very confusing. So anytime any player plays an instant or sorcery, you draw a card, and anytime that you draw a card, you deal 1 damage to any target. Is that the saying, Roy? I believe you're correct. Barrel. Oh, that's what you meant, PKU all for life. I saw your comment about being you're like, I'm not the only one who calls it barrel. And I was like, wait, what? What are you talking about? Now I know what you're talking about. So this. This. Oh, I meant to take the Serum Vision there. Oops. Just take the damn oranges. Pieces. Alright. You got it. Opponent acquires Manamorphose. No. Desperate Ritual and Desperate Ritual. Yipes! Alright then. Does cosplaying as barrel count as doing a barrel roll? I mean, you misspelled roll, but yes. I wonder if they have... No. Okay. I was interested if they were going to play Gifts Ungiven in response to my fetch there. Off one of the rituals they drew, because they drew a bunch of rituals. Let's eat their pieces. Nope, they're not doing much of anything. Alright. Oh, nope, okay. Play the Wrenn and Six. Make a land. We are play land. And Inquisition. Yoink! Alright. It's looking okay. They've got a Past in Flames. Ooh, yeah! Get that grape shot. Alright. So their hand is all rituals and Past in Flames. So they have no ability to draw cards right now. I think I just keep my mana up in case they do draw gifts. I mean, this was the last place we were... This is where we were last game before they killed me. Chaos! 021. Thanks for the follow. They have gifts now. It's not the end of the world. Because they can't really use it for much on instep. Huh. Game's looking good. Game's looking good. I think Teamer Storm will be a thing with squirrels. No. I think it's something you could do. I don't think it will be a thing. No. I think you could play it in a song creation deck. That'd be fun. Oh, they know I have the Veil now? Whoops. Smoke. So I guess I'm supposed to play the Sedgemoor Witch to increase my clock. Or is double Veil better? Ooze Storm. Yeah. I mean, yeah, the best thing I saw was the Chatterstorm nickname Nutshot. Nutshot is hilarious to me. Am I supposed to play the Witch? I feel like I just want to dodge double, like, I want to dodge, I would like to dodge gifts, Remand gifts, but I don't know. Upping the clock seems like a really good idea. Ritual 1. Ritual, splice ritual. Yeah. Okay. They have 2 rituals in hand, and they'll be able to flash back their past in flames. I have to exile their graveyard here. They can let it resolve, then go ritual, splice, ritual, ritual. I think. Yep. So if this is for goblins, we're probably dead. Maybe not. Storm count is not on screen. They know of a veil, so they're not gonna. Sorry, what? Oh god. Wait. During your next turn? Wild. Huh. Okay. Empty the Warrens. Shivan Reef. Riverglide. Island. Gifts. Brawl. Think we're gonna be okay? Wild. I don't think that's a good card. Huh, I can't get green mana. Well, it's a good thing I didn't need a veil there. So we cling. They're past in flames. See if I can hit a bolt, because that'll end the game now. Triggers. They don't have a lot of mana cards in that pile, though. They hit a lot of lands. Oh, maybe I was supposed to ping 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's not that much. Okay, we're probably veiling a gifts here, but I don't even know if they're gonna play it. They're probably just playing Brawl into empty. We'll see how big the empty is. It's not that big, and I have a pretty thick board, so we'll see. I think I might be able to play through. So they have Gifts, Brawl, Past in Flames that are sitting in exile for them to play. Yeah, there's the Ritual from hand. Think they have one more? Or is that it? Storm count 3. Oh, they could play Gifts into Past in Flames. And then I'm going to feed them a Veil of Summer. Salundi Visions. Oh, that sucks. Good last card in hand. So they're going to get on the order of 10 goblins. Metamorphose. No. I think I could beat 12 goblins, though. Now they can't play Gifts plus the Warrens. Uh-oh. No, 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 no. No, you're done. Right? Right? There they are. Okay. 10 goblins. We can beat that. No problem. Yeah, I'm definitely cycling one of these Veils end step. 100%. Especially if I draw a lightning bolt, then I get to kick myself for not pinging them last turn with Wrenn and Six, but yeah, and I can also beat the gifts. They know I can beat the gifts, and they were intelligent enough not to play into that, which I'm not surprised at all, of course. Very good player. I think he's the player that I beat in that super qualifier. Who was on Storm? Okay. So I have no instant speed removal. The fastest way to win this game for me is just tick up my Wrenn and Six and then protect it. It is a sweet board state, Boomer MTG. It is a sweet board state. Because this is many bolts next turn. So I think the right thing to do here is this. Play Pyro. Play Thoughtseize. Hope for the best. I know Thoughtseize loses me 2 life, but if the last card in their hand was anything relevant, I want them to have less relevant things. Thank you very much. Take it away, opponent. I can attack with a couple pests, right? Because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 blockers, plus I could Veil for more. Gain 1 life. I don't need to. It's fine. But I want to. I want everyone to know that I want to. Got him? Uh-oh. No. Stop. Stop. No. No. Stop. No. No. Gifts. They found ritual, lightning bolt, ritual. Whoo! All right. We're good. They could bolt my Wrenn and Six, but I think I just kill them by attacking. Attacking plus pinging. Because I can cycle this Veil of Summer at end of turn. And then I'll have a billion trillion tokens. Bolt Pyromancer? Resolves. All right. 1 card in hand. Yeah, they conceded. Well, I didn't think we had a shot in any world of beating Storm, but we did it. Beat a good player, too. Huh. Feels good. Feels good. Last round, let's go. Pyromancers is acceptable. Try to hit the head real quick while we're in this queue. Yep, didn't miss it. Queue times. The queue times are unbelievable. Well, the last few days, basically since Modern Horizons 2 rolled in, PKUL has been significantly longer. And it's not just me. Got a new version of Jiggy's Teamer deck with the Soul Talisman. Can't stop, won't stop. Ah, I see the change he has made. I see the change. That's a good change. I don't know PK, but the speculation I've heard from a couple different people is they've done something with the matchmaking algorithm. Someone said it was to stop win trading. I don't know if that's true, but just generally, I think they've done something to the matchmaking algorithm, which is fine if they did. Trying to improve the game. Well, thanks for the follow there, Cabez de Bolo MTG. Cabeza de Bolo. Cabeza de Bolo MTG. I had to figure out that was Spanish. Or maybe Portuguese. All right. Hey, it's 16 kilometers. Hey again, Colin D. Pyromancer's Ascension. No, I have not considered calling the deck Pyromancer. All right, so we're against the enchantments deck. So what I want to do here, probably fetch, shock, abundant harvest. Green, red. Or green, black. Either way is probably fine. Yep. All right. It's going to be a tough one. They were in chat yesterday after our match, yeah. Okay. So I think playing the Pyromancer this turn is good. So I might want a wide board. Although they play things like Thin Ice. So maybe we want to play the Wrenn and Six first and just have something in play that's guaranteed. Yeah. I think I have a fetch shock. Just in case I pick up Kroxa. All right, here they go. Eidolon. Destiny Spinner. Okay. Oh, that's it. Okay. So I can either wipe... No, I can't wipe out their hand, but I can get it down a bit. Well, I should probably play the Pyromancer this turn and go for their hand next turn. Yeah. Man, I'm really brutalizing my own life total here. Hopefully it doesn't come back to bite me. Oh, I missequenced. I should have a token. Sorry. I didn't think that turned out before I did it. So, apologies, y'all. Should have a elemental token here. Could be relevant. Yeah, called the Thin Ice. All right. That's okay. We've got Sedgemoor. Although the fact that they drew a card there is less than my favorite. Oh! Okay, then. So I can't control the top of their deck. Why should I care about this? Not at all, right? Well, we'll see. I'll play the Sedgemoor Witch, play the Inquisition, and see where we end up. You didn't make a token? My night is... Oh, their shame. My shame. All right, well, we get to do something pretty cool here. Raven's Crime. So the fun thing is, eventually, I can use my Wrenn and Six to give this Raven's Crime retrace. For the moment, I just have to use the retrace that's on the Raven's Crime, which it's just very pedestrian way to do things, but, you know, whatever. I'll take it. Cling. Noob. Rude. ROOD. They can't block my Sedgemoor Witch here, so I'm comfortable if they want to trade their Hierarch for a Pest. All right. Game looks fairly over. I mean, they have a lot of mana. If they started ripping through their deck with this presence, if you ever watched Rudy, is that the finance guy? I say finance. I mean, he does like unboxing and card quality stuff. If that's who you're talking about. It has the dude who played Sam. Okay, you're not talking about the... You're not talking about the guy who does Magic content. Got it. It's a person that does Magic content? That's who Rudy is? So they're not quite dead this turn. This can't be a bolt right now, so let's go... A Sean Astin movie about the plucky underdog who makes it to Notre Dame football. Yeah. I know the yeah, I know the concept of that one. No, I haven't seen Rudy. I haven't seen the movie Rudy, no. Why do people like it so much? Freak? You're older than I am. Do people like Rudy? And if so, why? Okay, they're at 3 bolt range. Plucky underdog. Okay. Yeah. Hierarch. I think they flooded a little, not gonna lie. Good draw. No land to pick up. All right, let's do this. Do this. They can group lock the Sedgemoor Witch if they want to. Are they just finding out now that it has menace? I think they are. It has menace. No. I'm sorry, 16 kilometers. I can't let you do that. I'm afraid I can't let you block that way. Yeah, it was fun. I killed one of the best Storm players in the world. You think I'm afraid of you? You don't know who I am, but I know where you live. From the hand. Hey guys, did we make any pests this league? I feel like we might have made pests this league. I think it's an outside possibility we've made some pests. Just a couple. It's a small infestation. So once again, no sideboard. Although Cleansing Wildfire is probably okay here, right? Just to blow up Thin Ice. And we've got Abrupt Decay too. So let's get some of the discard spells out because I'm just a little afraid of getting completely ruckused by Veil of Summer. I think definitely don't need Unearth. One Inquisition. Pyromancer. No, let's keep the Pyromancer. Going wide seems good. I think Bloodbraid. Probably just better to play this way. No, just gain. Just gain steez. It's coming, Daniel. I guess Friday. Because we'll do Mono Red Prison, Lantern Control, and Enchantress Prison. Yeah. I saw it 5-0'd. I saw the 5-0 list. Friday. On the Mana Symbol channel. 3 competitive modern leagues. 0 ways to win. All prison, all the time. Only on the Mana Symbol channel. Gong. It's always what I think about when I hear the gong. Test your might. Test your might. God, I watched that movie after watching Mortal Kombat 2021. and it is a lot better. Ha! Dead man walking. Triple Pyromancer is not the best draw. This card sucks. Card 6. You like Mortal Kombat 2021? I mean, you're allowed to like it. I think it's a very okay movie, but Mortal Kombat's like a childhood, like, just no comparison. It's a fun movie. Yeah, I didn't have that much fun. But again, I'm an angry old man. Don't worry about me. Freak,
Side
where are you
effects may
at?
include dry mouth, nausea, vomiting, water retention, painful rectal itch, hallucination, dementia, psychosis, coma, death, and halitosis. Magic is not for everyone. Consult your doctor before use.
I need Freak to back me up on the old man energy. He might have gone off to start up his stream, but you're being angry. It's what I expected. You're a man of our people. Future's here, old man. I used to be with it, and they changed what it was. Suddenly, with what I was with wasn't it anymore. And what was it was strange and bizarre to me. It'll happen to you. No way, man. No way, man. Got him. Enjoy your life gain now, opponent. Nice. Damn, my Pyromancer. I'll never find another threat. They're attacking. There. Right on. Actually, don't mind a land here. It means I get to go double Pyromancer Fatal Push. Oops. Not that one. That one. No, the attrition deck. It's attritioning me. Don't have anything to pick up, so this is probably just going to be shock discard. Yeah. Not unexpected. If they're not hitting mana, though. So last game, they just flooded out and died, and this game, just the opposite. I love when K Command is like, listen, you don't have any creatures in your graveyard, and there's no artifacts, so we're going shock discard, all right? All right, boss? We're doing it, all right? Executive decision. Straight from the Kolaghan's mouth. Straight from the dragon's mouth. Discards Cetessan Champion. Fair. Smash. Go team. To follow up on my previous.
I heard you the first time. Lady, no! Mom! I'm calling dog!
Are swords a consideration for this deck? Or are they just too slow and unwieldy? Yeah, they're basically just too slow and unwieldy. I mean, swords are good cards. Sorry, swords are bad cards, but they're good cards with Stoneforge Mystic. because Stoneforge Mystic turns the swords into a 2-for-1. I mean, they're okay cards on their own, but this deck is not playing... Huh. This deck could be playing Ignoble Hierarch. I may have missed that entirely. And, so yeah, I think playing swords without Stoneforge Mystic is just gonna be a mistake. What? Oh, I see. Yeah, they're just planning on blocking it, but that's not good enough. They need another blocker or some life gain. Spell or land? Spell or land? Oh. Whee! That might have been the best possible top deck. Look, it's a Young Pyromancer, but it also draws me a card. Neat. Yeah, I think swords are not really a consideration for this deck. Without Stoneforge Mystic, they're tough. Oh, is misclick on the token? That makes sense. That makes sense. Although if you were worried about another Cleansing Wildfire, like what I had at the end there, could have been a really, really next level play. I mean, if you told me that you did that on purpose because you're that smart, I would believe you. You're like, oh, I don't want to exile the Pyromancer because then maybe they kill my land and get it all back. Totally on purpose. See? I knew it. I knew it. All right, so let's see. Raven's Crime kind of kicked ass in that last match, but obviously 16K had not the best set of draws. I think you definitely should find room for another Kroxa in this deck. The Bloodbraids were largely nonsense. I put them in there because I thought we needed more power and more of an excuse for not playing Luris, but I don't think that you do. So another Kroxa would go well. Maybe a second Unearth, or maybe the third Thoughtseize. We never actually used the Unearths. I think some cycling lands or something like that would not go amiss. We had a problem with Kaldra in theory, but we have a million ways to kill creatures. And we did win that match. We lost a game, but we won that match. So I'm not really worried about that. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how it would improve this deck, but I mean, we won a bunch of matchups that I wouldn't have expected to, like Storm and no, there's trophies. There's trophies in the deck. They're right here. Yeah, you got one slot to play with right now. Feel like utility lands should be in this deck. More utility lands. I really like Field of Ruin in theory, but with Wrenn and Six, I love that card, but I don't think it works with this deck because you're looking to play to the board too much. Maybe it's just some Lilianas. I don't want to play Liliana in this deck, but I concede that it's probably one of the better things you could just play. The Pyromancer deck occasionally played a Liliana, and this has Wrenn and Six, which puts your land drops into overdrive. Second Unearth is fine. I mean, we never even used the first Unearth though, because we played against like a lot of exile based removal, or matchups where our removal just didn't matter too much. So I'm not sure about Unearth right now. It's fine. We did lose to Domain Zoo, which kind of sucked. I wonder if we could be boarding Blood Moons for that matchup and similar ones like it. Because if we knew we were getting Blood Moon and we can figure out when it's coming in, that wouldn't do. I don't think the new looting is good for a deck like this. We're not abusing the graveyard at all. A card really doesn't do that much for us, and card selection for 2 mana is just worse than Abundant Harvest. You want to keep the CMC as low as possible, the mana values as low as possible in this deck. Having everything at 1 and 2 is really good. Especially having this many 1-mana spells. Like if you saw in a couple of our games, like if we untapped with a Pyromancer or a Sedgemoor Witch, we were like trigger, 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 trigger. So, and that doesn't really help with that, or at least I don't think that it does. Another Kolaghan's command is probably better than the second Unearth. I'm not sure about that though. No, good deck though. Very reasonable. So I enjoyed this one. We are going to move on to Green-White Umori Enchantress. This looks super sweet. I have Abrupt Decays in the sideboard, freak. So I think I had it covered. So we're going to move on to Enchantress. Lots of cool stuff happening in this deck. This is the Green-White Turbo Enchantress deck with Umari. It's like slightly a prison deck, but it's playing a lot of the creatures. So I kind of am looking at this deck as being different from the pure prison versions. This version can actually beat down more than those ones can. So we're going to be moving on to that in a second. But if you're in the future and watching this on the YouTube, make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, check out any other videos you like, and I'll see you over there.